We're back with another hero deck profile. I know the original deck profile that I showed you wasn't the greatest deck profile because there were some cards missing and stuff like that. Also, I made just a little teensy beatsy change to it. So let's get right into the hero deck profile. Alright, so we're going to start off with the monsters. We got here 2 Stratos. You can run 3 Stratos if you'd like, but 2 is better in my opinion. Again, it's up to you. You can run 3 if you'd like. 2 Stratos. Now, in this Ishizu tier format, if you want to run triple Shadow Mist, you can, but if you're gonna play like a pure hero, proper hero build, go ahead. But if you're just looking to counter Ishizu tier, I would up this to 3, just so you could, more likely to see your mass change. Okay. Next we have 2 Solid Soldiers. Now, you don't have to run Solid Soldier. You could. It's an optional tech. Most people run it at 1, but I like to run 2 because it kind of is like the bonus, with if you have Shadow Mist in hand, you summon special, or if you have Stratos, then you have the bonus with Stratos, meaning summon, special, effect. And also, if you have Masked Hero Diane, that's a perfect target because Diane's effect. Next, we have 1 Honest Neos. You don't need more than 1. In my opinion, 1 is well more than enough. Then we have 1 Elemental Hero Bubbleman. Now, I know a lot of people... Oh, sorry, focus. Anyway, a lot of people look at the Bubbleman and go, really? Bubbleman? Yes. Now, I don't have Liquid Soldier, but... Bubbleman is a good replacement. For someone who doesn't have Liquid Soldier, Bubbleman is not bad because you still get your absolute zeros, you could still get your acid, and if you use everything in your hand and Bubbleman's left, just go special, boom, a free Bubbleman, right? Now, obviously, Liquid Soldier is better because he gets the +1, but if you don't have it, Bubbleman is still not bad of a tech option. Then we go into the Vision Heroes. We're going to have your typical standard triple Ferris, because you always want to see Ferris in your opening hand, and if you don't, you want Stratos to search Ferris no matter what. Then we have 2 Vion. You don't need more than 2. 2 is good for, in case if you happen to have a Vion in hand, you can normal summon it, or even you special summon him, you get his drop effect, but mostly it's off of the Ferris increased Vion. But so you don't need more than 2, and you shouldn't run 1, at least 2, run 2, and then 1 increase. You do not want to run more than 1 increase because this card is a brick. If you open this card, it's useless in your hand. It's the most useless card in your hand. You want this in your deck. This is the Garnet of heroes. You want this increase in deck no matter what. That's why you only run 1. Because you get them off of Ferris pop, and then you pop the Ferris, summon him, get your Vion, get your sent to grave, and then your Vion search Poly. That's the combo. This is why he needs to be in the deck and why you do not need to run more than 1. Now, if you're playing Vision Hero build, which is not a good build, you run 3 of him, but if you're playing like a proper meta base hero deck, the increase 1, no more than 1. Then we move into the Destiny Hero package. We have 2 Mallies. Now, if Malicious came to 3, run 3. But since Destiny Hero Malicious is only at 2, you run 2 of it. Max out as much of this guy as possible. The moment it comes to 3, cut 1 card out of this deck to run 3 of. Because this is a must no matter what. Because he's like a plus. He's like a plus. Mally makes like a plus million in this deck. And then you run 1 Plasma. Now, you don't have to run Plasma, but he's a good additional tech option, because of his effect to negate. So he's like a walking skill drain, and even if you don't use him for that, you could still use him for DPE or Malicious Bane fusion material. So he's good either way. And if you can summon him because you need to negate your opponent's board and take control of a monster, by all means, tribute 3 hero monsters. Well worth the tech option. Now, if you're playing the Destiny Hero build, I would definitely 100% run him in. If you're not playing the Destiny build, then he's a good tech option. There are many other options you can run, like Dasher, Dark Angel, but in my opinion, Plasma is like a 3-in-1 package. DPE, Bane, and Skill Drain. Now we have the 1 of Evil Hero Adusted Gold. You don't need to run. I had this guy at 2, but you don't really need him because it's not like he's hard to get to. And with 1 Ferris or 1 Stratos, you could easily see in a Bane, no problem. So that's why if you need Bane, you don't really, because he's searchable very, very easily. So one of is more than enough. Because at the same time with the Dusted Gold, if you've already made Bane, he's kind of a brick. Because you really don't want, so that's why 1 of is more than enough. Now we move into spell cards. This is a must. No matter what, this is a must. Triple Hero Lives. Hero Lives came back to 2 ban lists ago. Or 3 ban lists ago. Was it 3 or 2? 2 ban lists ago. It came back to 3. Definitely a must at 3. No matter what, you have to run this at 3. Because this... Now, obviously, it's a risk in this format to go a Hero Lives. But if you have Stratos in hand, you go Hero Lives, Shadow Mist, and then you get your mask change. If you don't have Stratos, you go Hero Lives into Stratos. This is a plus. No matter what, you're going to plus off of a Hero Lives. But you only use it if you know that you don't have any other plays in hand. Or you can get that extra plus and protect yourself. But definitely do not run 2. Do not run 1. Run triple copies. And then we run 2 E-Calls. Now, if you're playing pure heroes, Elemental Hero, I would tell you to run 3 ofs. But because this is a hero build and not a pure Elemental Hero, I would say 2. Because you have enough searchers. You have your Stratos. You have E-Call. Next card here, you have Rhoda. So, this is only for Elemental Hero. And the only thing you're really going to be searching with this is either Stratos if you don't have him in hand. And if you have him in hand, then Soldier. Solid Soldier. So it's that's your only 2 hit, but you have Rhoda, which can get you anything in your deck. That's a level 4 lower warrior. So you can get your, your Stratos. You can get your Vision heroes, your Destiny heroes. Well, not in this build, but even a Dusted Gold you can get with this, Stratos searches just about any heroes. So that's why 2 of is more than enough. You don't need to, because you have 2, 3... You have 5 ways of searching, so definitely stick that at 2. And then for fusion cards, you run 2 Poly. Don't need 3. Some people run 1, but I'd run 2 just in case. Because you have your Wonder Driver, which Wonder Driver is a very, very good helper extender. You'll go Poly, Wonder Driver's out, put the fusion underneath the Wonder Driver, and then reset your Poly. But I'd say run 2 Polys is good to have. And then you run 2 Miracle Fusions, because Miracle Fusions is always good to have if you're playing any hero-based deck, because your fusions, you have a lot of elemental hero fusions. Also, very good searcher off of Sunrise. So, 2 is more than enough. You don't need 3. Unless you're playing pure elemental heroes, you don't need 3. 1 is okay, but I would say run 2. And then the best fusion card in the deck for this format, Mass Change. You want, no matter what, run 3 of, because you want to always see Mass Change in hand. Why? You go Mass Change with any dark hero monster you have, you make Dark Law, and in that same play, you can easily make a Bane or a Sunrise, or either, or both, and that includes with Wonder Driver. You kind of shut down Tearlaments, because Tears can't play through Dark Law. They can't play through Bane because they have to waste a Kaleido Heart shuffle back to your deck. So it's like they're wasting cards, but they can't get through your Shadow Mist. Dark Law. So you must, no matter what, run 3 of. And if you made a Dark Law and you have something else like a Diane or Acid, go for it. But definitely this target is 100% meant for Dark Law in this format. And if you're playing against Sprite, it's an iffy play, because you can go plus or you may not even go through. But definitely 3. Do not run less than 3. And don't run Mass Change 2. It's not worth it. Mass Change 2, not a great card. And then we have the second best fusion card, Fusion Destiny. Run 3 of. Fusion Destiny is back at 3. I highly recommend running 3 ofs. And in the new Battle of Legends Crystal, it's getting reprinted, so it's a lot more accessible. So I would definitely run 3 of no matter what, because the accessibility of Fusion Destiny and the price of Fusion Destiny is coming down. So definitely run 3 ofs, because already DPE is cheap already. So definitely it's a must in any hero deck. And then we have the 1 Dark Calling. You don't need more than 1 Dark Calling, because it's not like Bane is a be-all, end-all, because if they shuffle your Bane back, so what? You have Dark Law, you have DPE, you have Sunrise, you have Wonder Driver, you have so many cards. You have your Ab-Zero going into Acid, so it's not like it's a be-all, end-all. So 1 is more than enough, because also it's kind of bricky, if you will. So that's why you only run 1 Dark Calling. And that's it for the hero-based deck. Now we move into the hand traps. We have 2 Ash Blossom. Some people run triple. 2 is more than enough. You don't want to draw more than 1. Double Veiler. Veiler's good. 2 Veilers are great. I would run 2 Veilers. And then we have double Imperm. Now, you can swap out 1 Veiler for an extra Imperm if you feel Imperm is better. But in my humble opinion, I think this is the better ratio. 2 Veiler, 2 Imperm, and then 2 Ash. But between these, this is my personal opinion. 2 and 2. But you could take 1 out and up this to 3. It's up to you. But this is what I would say play it at. And then 1 Call by the Grave. And the only reason you have your 1 Call by is to stop cards like Imperm, Ash, Veiler, Droll, DD Crow. It's good, because in this format, a lot of people are going to definitely try to Ash your searches, try to DD Crow your Graveyard Resurrections, try to Droll your extra searches. So Call by is a perfect 1 of. Now, if Call by ever comes back to 2 or 3, I would definitely up this card. 100% up this card. So there's the main deck. Now let's move into the extra deck. In the extra deck, we have here 2 Dark Laws. Dark Law is a must at 2 no matter what. 100% you have to run Dark Law at 2. No if, and, or buts. Because this is the king of hero cards. And then continuing with Masked Heroes, you got Masked Hero Acid. Must have, because you go 0/0 into Acid, you get a double pop. You get Monster Pop and Spell and Trap card pop. And if you have a Dark Law on the field, you get bonus. Everything gets banished. Since you're running a soldier, you would have 1 Mass Hero Diane, because Diane's effect, destroy a monster, special summon level 4 or lower hero monster from deck. Perfect for that Dark Law call, because you go Diane swing, destroy monster, get Shadow Mist, you get Dark Law. And if you already have that, you go Stratos and get an extra search. So this is literally like a +2. Diane, going into Diane is a +2. And then for your elemental hero fusions, you have your Sunrise. Some people run 1, but I recommend running 2, because when you have 2 on the field, you're getting a double pop. So it's a double protection, like they have no choice but to spin them back. And if they can't, they have to attack and hope. You know, like, so 2 is a must. 1 Ab-Zero, because Ab-Zero is like one of the best elemental hero fusions. 1 Shining. Shining is fun. It's just a fun card because you banish in this deck. So it's fun to be like, throw him in. He could be a big idiot on the field. Like, I've gotten the Shining as much as 6,000 attack. And my opponent went, I can't out that. I scoop. Because I swing with Shining while I have Bane or Dark Law. They have nothing. Swing. They go, I can't out it. I lose. So you can make him a really, really big idiot. And he's a fun tech. It's fun. You don't have, now you don't have to run the Shining, but it's fun. Because you have light targets in your deck. So why not? 1 Vision Hero Adoration. Not the best of the best, but he's generic. 2 hero monsters. Perfect to target monster, lose attack, swing, deal a lot of damage. You know? That is if you can't go Bane, blow up the field, right? 1 Trinity, because again, Trinity is not something you're always going to make, but if you need to out their board, he's good. You got a 5,000 beat stick that can attack 3 times? Why not? A triple attacker that can run through your opponent's monster? Okay, I'll take it. And then going into evil heroes, you have evil hero Malicious Bane. Obviously, everybody knows what he does. 1 DPE. Definitely a DPE for sure. And then 1 Wonder Driver. Wonder Driver is a must no matter what. Now, you guys might be thinking, what about Cross Crusader? I don't really make Cross Crusader. Now, obviously, I've been debating if I get a Cross Crusader from somewhere, yeah, I could throw it in. I would say, you know what, since there's 2 spaces in here, I would definitely put a Cross Crusader in. You know what, throw in a Cross Crusader if you want. Definitely throw one in, and then Mass Hero Blast, because you can, if they're trying to stop your Stratos from going off, you could just go Mass Change Stratos. Stratos still goes off. Well, anyways, there's the hero deck. This deck is very, very meta. Very meta, in my opinion. You really could deal with Ishizu Tier in this format. Not so much Sprite, because Sprite have multiple negates and you need the right cards. But with Ishizu Tier, you could just stop them in their tracks. Because I've taken this deck to locals during Ishizu Tier, and I've beaten all Ishizu Tier players with just this deck. So don't worry. Play heroes. You'll have fun. Anyways, as always, remember, get your game on!